Hello, love. Welcome to your soul support reading. It has been a hot minute. And I'm back with a soul support reading. Before I get into it, I just want to say that I am making certain changes I mentioned this a few weeks ago when I had posted the video before I had gone away. Basically, those changes will be coming forward. I am in the midst of organizing all of that, and I will make sure that you know about that. I will announce that once I get to that point, but I just wanted to come in for a soul support reading for the highest and the greatest good of the Elsh Collective, of course, because Commander Ashtar has been wanting to come through pretty much since the day before yesterday. I haven't had a chance to actually sit down. As you can see, I've also changed the setup here a little bit, so I was busy doing that too. And I have two of my guides here with me as well. And I just want to point out, this is coming to me now, that these two guides in particular are very important to me in terms of understanding our connection to our physical bodies and being grounded, but also our heart space and love. Because what Commander Ashtar, it's almost like we're using, this is going to be the foundation of the information, the message that Commander Ashtar wants to bring through for this reading. Because so much of it has to do with when we are conditioned to fear the other, okay? Now, there have been recent events that I haven't had the chance to go too much into regarding that. And again, there's only so much that I can say. I'm talking about something that's happened recently in the US, right? A particular hearing, okay? Interestingly enough, I'm not surprised that this would be something that Commander Ashtar would want to mention. But the crazy thing is that here I am going into this reading thinking, okay, he wants to address specifics, but he actually doesn't. He wants to talk about the idea of the other, when we create an idea of the other and the fear of the other, and how this is manipulated in order to control us. Okay, I'm just looking at my notes here because this is basically what came through very quickly going into the meditation and channeling what he wants to come through and say. Now, what I heard right at the beginning was converging timelines, and I actually kind of want to expand on that right now, because we went automatically from converging timelines to right before I sat down to do this reading. Outside there was a massive gray cloud over the house here, and all of a sudden it's disappeared now. And I heard illusions clearing, white rabbit down the rabbit hole. Okay, this is actually something that's been coming up very synchronistically for me within the last month. I keep on seeing references to Alice in Wonderland. I keep on seeing references to down the rabbit hole. We all know, follow the white rabbit. Now it's reminding me of the Matrix. Yeah, there's something here about converging timelines and the analogy of the clouds and how it seems like things are going to be a certain way and then suddenly they're not. But a real focus here on the clearing of illusions in converging timelines is what he wants to say. So it's like the moment we clear illusions for ourselves and as a collective, timelines converge. That's what he wants to say here. And he basically wants me to get right into it with the cards. The last thing I'm going to say about the white rabbit. Okay, so it's very difficult to articulate this, and maybe the card should just speak through. But what I'm going to say here before I get into the cards is there is a trickster aspect to the rabbit. Now, we have culturally a certain stereotype of the trickster and a certain opinion of the trickster and what that is. But the crazy thing is that the trickster is actually helps what reveals the illusions. The trickster is actually the energy that allows us to go deeper. That's why it's all about going down the rabbit hole, right? The trickster invites us to question the things that we have held to be true, in quotation marks. And it's only until you go down that rabbit hole and you do the deep dive from a place of discernment, is what he's emphasizing here, big time, that you begin to actually understand what the truth is. Because people can also get lost in the rabbit holes. People can get stuck there. And if they don't know how to get out, it can consume them, right? I keep on hearing the word like bramble, like a bush, like, you know, when you get caught in the brambles. Is that a thing? I don't know. And of course, I invite you to leave a comment absolutely below. Okay, so we're going to get right into the reading. I'm going to put my notebook aside and get right into the reading. I am working with kyanite. I'm working with blue kyanite. This is one of those crystals that I absolutely love to work with, especially with Commander Ashtar. This is a crystal of truth. This is a crystal of discernment. And this is a crystal of speaking your truth as well. All right, so we're going to start with the Starseed Oracle. I'm asking through Rebecca Campbell's Starseed Oracle. That was the first step that came to mind here. Around this manipulation through fear, how certain things are being presented to us as other, and how we're being conditioned to fear that for the purpose of control. Okay. He wants, and again, I keep on coming back to my two guides, connected to the heart and connected to, wow, there's a lot here, connected to the heart and to the physical body, feeling safe, star bathing, light body, crystal grid transmission, and activation. Okay, so right off the bat, let me just pick this other one up because it fell. Right off the bat, he's saying we're all light bodies. Even the other is a light body. When we come from a place of compassion, we see everyone as a piece of source. Now he's saying that doesn't necessarily mean that you are not discerning, but there is a shift in energy when that happens. When you stop looking at it always as a fight, or seeing something as a threat always, or seeing something being on the defensive about something always before you're actually understanding it, what you need to remember is that we are all light bodies. Each and every being in this universe, in this multiverse, in this galaxy for that matter, is a light body. Okay. Your life is a canvas. What's sticking out for me here is creative accountability. He actually wants to focus on accountability for that. Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor. See the light by staying grounded. Okay, this is a nod to, interestingly enough, what I'm hearing is common sense. Going back to the light body. Star Keeper, emphasis on cosmic ancestor here, that we all have cosmic ancestors. And so why would we want to be creating this? Why would certain people or certain groups be wanting to create this absolute fear? Like we have nothing to do with these, like we have nothing to do with the cosmic realm, period, right? The Great Severing, this is Mars energy. Something's coming up here with past lives. Anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay, so one of the ways he's showing me that we can understand this connection to our cosmic ancestry is through past lives, through our dreams, the things we've seen in our dreams. And this softening to love is what's being emphasized here. And my guide, connected to the heart here, connected to this love and compassion energy, she's also coming through to confirm that. She keeps on emphasizing the heart space. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Okay, this is interesting. Because because he's alluding to the consciousness of water here. And water being an aspect of the universe. Interesting. Tending to your body, tending to yourself. Oh, he's... The fact that we are at a molecular level, I think it's something like almost 99% water. Check out the work of Vita Austin. I'll link her name below because it's incredible. And this goes back to the, we're all light bodies. We're all light bodies. We're all made up of the same stuff. Stars, elements, okay? Okay. Asking now through the Light Seers Tarot. Let me put it up so you can see it. The Light Seers Tarot. He keeps on coming back to, okay, he's pointing me again to the Great Severing. And this idea of the convergence or non-convergence of timelines. And there's something here about going back to creation, creative accountability. We have way more of a say in this than we think we do when it comes to embracing love and compassion for all beings. All beings. All light beings is what he's saying. And he's actually pointing me to the Starkeeper card, and he's saying, like, we're all Starkeepers in a way. We all have the stars within us, the water within us. We are all connected through this crystal grid. And we can see that when we start to soften to love. Love and the energy of creation. And I'm seeing, okay, showing me. One of my other guides is coming through now. To talk about unity consciousness. He actually wants to speak through this deck directly, so that's what we're going to do. It's fitting that it's called the Light Seers Tarot, right? Opa. Okay. Knight of Cups in reverse. This is the manipulation of emotions that is taking place. We're talking about a really basic manipulation of fear, in this case. That's being confirmed. And that's coming up right now. He's showing me, the way I put it down, it's coming up right under your life as a canvas with creative accountability. You're accountable. You are accountable to your own emotions. Okay, here we go. Well, there's lots coming out here. Okay, these all swoop right out. Seven of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is about people who don't want to go deeper either. A collective that doesn't want to go deeper out of fear. Okay. All right. Five of Pentacles. This is confirming that energy of the other. The Four of Swords is coming out in reverse. 10 of Cups. We've got the Magician, and then we've got the World in reverse. Okay. So here's how he wants me to do this. Okay, he's pointing me to the 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups with the Knight of Cups in reverse is this manipulation taking place around feeling safe. So with this 10 of Cups, think of this like your family, the people you love, right? I mean, when did they do that recently? Not too long ago to us. You know, when I say they, you know who I mean. I like to refer to them as the powers that were, or think they were. So basically, when you are, this is interesting. This Five of Pentacles is coming out under the Starkeeper. This is each and every human being who doesn't acknowledge the fact that they are a Starkeeper in the sense that they are made of star stuff. Carl Sagan. This is where basically everything that they're showing me here, this is how it's coming up. It's coming up like this. this, with this 10 of Cups, they're showing me how it can be manipulated, how emotions can be manipulated, how this is a primal thing that's been done for thousands of years, right? I'm getting so many number confirmations coming up too here. Like, okay, so this is about a shift in consciousness. That's about as simple as I can put it. And there's a huge opportunity here for this to take place. And so much of it depends on the frequency that those of us who understand this are holding in relation to what is going on in the rest of the world. And he's applying this to not just recent events, even though that's an impetus for it and a kind of reminder around this particular kind of manipulation. He's saying a cosmic thing. This is a cosmic thing that we're all, if you are here to, what I'm hearing is if you are here to see the light, if you are here to see the light of consciousness, then you are responsible for holding your own frequency in this regard. And it's all about frequency. It's all about energy, and it's all about frequency. Okay? And he's directing me to the 7 of Pentacles here and saying that it's actually not hard work. It's happening a lot more quickly than we think it is, and it's being reflected in the physical of reality more quickly than we believe it to be. He's directing me to the fact that you need to start feeling into it, and you need to focus on, just like your focus goes where your energy flows, you also need to focus in on this frequency. Because the moment you begin to focus in on this frequency, first of all, you connect to it, but then you open up a doorway to, or a portal for that matter, you open that up to actually feeling into how much this frequency is expanding here on Momma Gaia. But you have to tap into it. Because if you're tapping into other frequencies, you're not going to get there. This is a law of the universe, is what he's saying to me. It kind of goes back to this very simplified notion of like attracting like. It's more like matches like in terms of energy and frequency, okay? If you want to access where we are at in terms of the frequency of this unity consciousness, you have to tap into it, and he's showing me this happens through the portal of the heart. I'm getting an image of someone in meditation, and I am seeing them simultaneously grounded into the core of Momma Gaia with their heart opening in like a funnel outwards around them. And I'm seeing the toroidal shape now, that donut shape, right? Okay, so with the Magician and the World in reverse, there is an opportunity here through this energetic work. I'm getting kind of 2 messages coming through here of a cycle ending around this fear and manipulation, and the world being turned on its head in a good way. And the crazy thing is like, as I'm looking up at the screen, I'm all I can see, I just see this. That's what I'm seeing. That's really what's sticking out for me. Okay. Okay, he wants to end on this. So in this image, this person is looking down and not looking at the doorway, not understanding that they actually hold the key to this doorway. There's a massive key right there. You see that? They don't see it. They're out in the cold. They're in this energy. They're fearing that this is going to be compromised in some way, right? Because look, we've got like 2 out of the 4 cards here. 2 of these are cups, right? And he keeps on wanting me. Yeah. Okay. So here's another thing that's also coming through. The 2, like we've got 2 cups here, swords and pentacles. And what he's showing me with the pentacles again is that you also really have to tend to your physical body when you do this. Because these 2 are coming up together, right? And the Star Keeper says, see the light by staying grounded. You cannot allow yourself, it's almost like I want to say here, it's your obligation and duty. And I don't mean that in a way. I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't mean that in a way that is in any way old matrixy or Saturnian for that matter, in a negative way, right? This is something that you are happy to do because you chose to come here to do this. It's your duty to tend to your body, to stay grounded in order to get into this frequency. Because this is what you came here to do. I keep on hearing unity consciousness. That's all I'm hearing. That's it. And I'm being directed now to the Kyanite again and the Star Keeper card. So I'm going to hold that up here as I close this reading. This beautiful blue energy that almost molds into the green here, like the turquoisey green. Okay. This is the energy of Momma Gaia rising. This is what you signed up for. Seeding the light. It's almost like you need to stand up for your cosmic ancestors because they're getting slandered. There are good human beings and there are bad human beings, right? There are beings aligned to love. There are beings aligned to liberation. And there are beings not aligned to those things. There are beings that are aligned to service of self. Beings that are aligned to manipulation through fear. Okay? The question is, where do you orient your energy and what do you believe in? How do you understand the multiverse and the universe? And they're bringing me back now to the throat, to the energy of the throat, to this kyanite, and how we have to begin to speak up. We need to begin to start talking. And it's not necessarily, that can be done in many different ways. That's another message that's coming through here too. It can be done on platforms like this. It can be done in writing. It can be done in conversations you have with people day to day. It can be done simply by you declaring to spirit, to the universe. Prayer is coming through, and I'm getting a nod from Archangel Sandalphon with that as well. The power of prayer and the power of your words. Yeah. So I hope that this has helped in some way. I simply wanted to bring a message through of support around this, depending on who you are dealing with around you. I mean, we know for sure, if you know, obviously, if you resonate with being a starseed and a light worker, you're probably questioning all of this already in terms of how it's being presented. And this is something that we've kind of known was going to happen at some point, right? If you've gone down those rabbit holes, that it would be presented sort of in such a way. The point being, though, is that we need to maintain our energy, our physical body, and our frequency through this time in order to continue to support the expansion of consciousness, the expansion of compassion and love and understanding and discernment. And unity consciousness. Okay. That's it. Thank you, Commander Ashtar, for being here with us. And thank you to my guides for coming through for this message. Archangel Sandalphon again reaffirming prayer. I am sending you so much love wherever you are. I thank you so much for being here. Please share this video with those that you think it's going to resonate with. These are messages of support, and we can get and need all the support that we need, basically. Okay. Sending you love and love and liberation always.